Morning. This episode is going to be all about benefits, company benefits. And I've got Drew Crook from 3 to 99, and he is a benefits specialist. And he's going to kind of give us an overview of what are benefits. These are company benefits that we're talking about. What are company benefits? And also something new, a new type of plan that makes it very affordable for many companies that are looking to develop a benefits program for their company. So, Drew, just let's just start off with what are benefits?
Yeah, so Chris, I think most often what people think about when they think about benefits is health insurance. And truly, that is probably the primary benefit that employers want to offer because through group benefits, you can offer plans that typically have better coverage than what an employee can get, say, on the marketplace. And because they're offsetting part of that cost potentially, you're also saving the employee some money, and of course deducting that from their paycheck. But outside of health insurance, which is the primary one, group benefits include such things as dental, vision, ancillary benefits like maybe short-term disability. If that employee gets injured or sick and can't come to work for a period of time, they can get a portion of their paycheck so that that employer can keep them on staff, but then they can also help meet their expenses during that time of leave. You've got life insurance, even 401ks typically fit under that group benefit platform. So, really, the employer is just trying to find ways to offer some things that are either at a lower cost than it would be, or simply just not available conveniently to an employee by offering that through their benefits package.
Okay. I know that when I started my company, being self employed, I needed health insurance myself. So, one of the ways we did that was we started a small group, and we couldn't offer everything because it was just me and one other guy to begin with. So,
Sure.
how many people can you have a group with?
Yeah, so that's really the start. Two people. Typically sometimes you have a startup and it's a husband and wife, and they say, "Well, we've got two people." Well, unfortunately, they're still in the same household. But if it's a business owner and one employee, then now we have a group and we can start that and go from there.
Okay. We were talking earlier about this new thing that kind of, I guess it's a something that the powers to be put together to make to make health insurance more affordable. Um, but how does that work with as more of a? What's the difference between this one? I think what did you call it again?
So they're called level funded programs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting, although it's new in that we're seeing it more and more in the marketplace. It's actually a type of way of creating a health insurance program that's been around for a long time, but it's come back into favor, I guess you might say, because it's a way that health insurance carriers can underwrite programs and effectively don't fall under the Affordable Health Care Act. Now, the Affordable Health Care Act for someone who has difficulty getting insured because of maybe a health condition or expensive medications was a wonderful thing. And it's a benefit for a great deal of people. But as we've seen, it's also raised the cost of insurance for younger, healthier groups. So a level funded program effectively allows companies like United Healthcare, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Allstate, Aetna to underwrite a group. And if they're healthy or if they're younger or just even average health, they can get better rates than they would outside of that. Without getting into the weeds about it, basically how that works is of your premium dollars, a portion goes to a fund. That's where the level funding comes in. That is the first dollar benefit for claims. So if someone goes and part of those premiums are in this bucket and they go to the doctor, that's where those funds come from initially. Then part of your premium goes to reinsuring it, and part of it, of course, goes to the administration of that plan. But effectively, with some applications for smaller groups or depending on their size, we can get level funded rates that at times can be 50% of what they could get with a community rated off the shelf program.
That sounds great. Now, I guess how would I know whether I qualify for a level funded or if I'd have to go with a more traditional plan?
Yeah, great question. And really, it's kind of a case by case basis. So, what we like to do is just sit down with an employer or on a phone call, discuss, what is the makeup of your group? Do you know if there's any health issues that may be ongoing or medications? And sometimes immediately you recognize, hey, there's some stuff going on that might be difficult to put in this space. But other times, they're not looking for perfect groups. None of us are in perfect health these days. So it's easiest to just test the waters. We have some simple applications that we send out digitally. Employees fill those out. We collect those, send it off, and usually within a couple of days, we have an answer as to whether it's a good option. If not, then we go back to the traditional plans.
Awesome. So if somebody wanted to reach out to you to get one of these assessments or to just have, maybe get some more answers, how would they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so you can reach out to shoot me an email. It's Drew at 3to99.com. That's number 3to99.com. Or give me a call, 865-850-2366. We deal directly with them, business owners, HR people, whoever it might be, and recognize that your time is valuable. Usually this kind of assessment, evaluation can be figured out in a pretty brief conversation.
That sounds awesome. Drew, you've been a very valued participant and or a contributor in our micro community that is there basically to support small businesses at all levels, from startup to sold. And I know that we've kind of gotten to know each other over I guess it's been about a year now. So
Right.
I really appreciate you coming on and kind of giving us a little insight onto this, into what you do, and then how easy it is to find out if people qualify. I hope that we can have some more of these where we'll kind of take each one of these aspects that we deal with in running a business or in trying to retain employees and get new employees. Benefits I could see would be a huge component of that, as well as tax and all the other aspects that this would
Sure.
fall into. So I really do appreciate you taking a time out of your schedule today to do this with me, and I really do hope for the best for you going forward.
Yeah, appreciate the time, Chris. I appreciate those questions. Yeah, I mean, benefits is one of those areas that many times people don't have their full mind wrapped around how it works or what the possibilities are. So we love educating people and in turn helping individuals, because we're talking about employees ultimately, to have benefits to be able to get the most out of their employment with a small business owner. So again, thanks for having me today.
Awesome. I appreciate it. And we'll have some more episodes coming up shortly on all sorts of different things, along with having Drew back. Good to see you.
See ya.